Pete Hegseth is a combat veteran, but not a former senior military commander. And right now, he's gutting the Army's top leadership while America's military is stretched across the globe. The New York Times reports Hegseth's firings and feuds have left the Army without a permanent chief of staff during its busiest operational period since Iraq and Afghanistan. In April, Hegseth fired Army Chief of Staff General Randy George without publicly explaining why, and has forced out at least 3 officers considered potential replacements. When Hegseth took office, the Army had 10 active duty 4-star generals. Today, it has 5, the fewest in decades. This is happening while Army air defense soldiers protect U.S. troops from Iranian missile attacks and support American commitments in Europe. And on an entirely separate front, the U.S. is conducting a military campaign against alleged drug traffickers in the Caribbean and Eastern Pacific. As of August 26th, at least 227 people have been killed in 68 boat strikes. In the latest strike, Southern Command said the boat was on a known trafficking route, but did not publicly provide evidence that drugs were aboard. But there's another enormous problem. We're burning through some of America's most critical weapons. Reuters reports the Army has used virtually all of 2 types of its long-range precision missiles during the Iran war. There are estimates the U.S. has expended roughly 65% of its Patriot interceptors. Each can cost around $4 to $5 million. And some of these weapons can't simply be replaced next month. We're firing missiles in minutes that can take years to replace. Meanwhile, our Navy is being pushed hard. Carriers have endured unusually long deployments, meaning more wear on ships, aircrafts, and sailors. And after 6 months of war, Iran's government is still standing. Reuters reports Iran remains defiant while the war has depleted U.S. munitions and stretched military assets around the world. But here's the question. At the exact moment we're burning through missiles, stretching our Navy, fighting Iran, supporting Europe, and conducting a separate military campaign in Latin America, why is Pete Hegseth, a former Fox and Friends weekend co-host, removing so many of the Army's most experienced senior leaders? More missions, fewer experienced leaders, depleted weapons, a strained Navy, and a war with no clear end in sight.